Oh, okay. All right. My bad. I got a little carried away. You know, I had one of my moments. I got a little lit right there. I was just starting up into it. But anywho, peace to the gods again. So, peep this. There's a link below from my brother from another mother, Riza Islam. All right. So, of course, you know, we've been having multiple conversations about vaccines. All right. This whole thing with, you know, with vaccinations and everything for this pandemic. Now, apparently, they're digging up, I guess, a pass requirement in Boston to where it was, you know, at one point they were requiring you to get vaccinated for, I think it was measles or smallpox or whatnot. So apparently what they are going to try and do is force you to take a vaccination, either by jail time or fines. Let me explain something to you all. Do not, I repeat, do not freak out. All right? Do not freak out. Hopefully you have not been freaking out with this whole COVID. You know, I'm hearing over and over again, you know, people are dying. I understand that, but I also understand that you got doctors who are out here lying through their teeth about the diagnosis of individual patients. Now, take that into account. Also take into account how the numbers are being inflated. Thirdly, take into an account that one of the cabinet members for the Trump administration clearly stated, because we have a tendency to forget this, that any symptoms that we are, you know, that we present to these doctors will be labeled and categorized as having COVID-19. If you have a fever, it's going to be categorized as COVID-19. It's like, okay, so that has already been put out there. But moreover, I don't know if many of you are even aware, but there was, and I'm gonna have to dig this up, and we are going to discuss it collectively in my next vlog, that Ronald Reagan, the former president, signed a bill that protects pharmaceutical companies from being sued by who else? The American people. So these pharmaceutical companies are working so hard and diligent to create a vaccine that honestly they are not 100% sure it will work. But of course, they want to utilize Americans as test subjects. Okay? Test subjects now. Test subjects. I don't know about you all. But I'm pretty sure none of you all want to be any sort of test subject for a drug that you personally don't know anything about. You have not been granted the opportunity to even research and learn for yourself whether or not this is going to work. All right. Again, you have. Can you not see what's going on here? You want to live the American dream, which to me is nothing more than a false illusion of American freedoms. Now, you tell me that I am free, all right? I'm going to expound on my freedoms. I am. I'm going to exercise my freedoms, because if you tell me that I have freedoms and I am free, let me be free. Let me make the choice of whether or not I want to take any sort of vaccinations that these government agencies, the CDC, the CDC, the World Health, Bill Dick and a Booty Gates, it just doesn't know. If you are an American and you have your rights, guess what? You don't have to be subjected and forced to take any vaccination, because if you're free to make your own decision, right? All right. That's what you are free to do. But as you can see, they're trying to force. So force is not freedoms, is it? Oh, okay. If you don't want to do something and you're being forced against your consent, no different than rape. If a woman doesn't want to have sex with a man and he forces himself on her, that's rape, because it goes against her consent. The same thing with us. It goes against our consent. But moreover, let me give you a little insight here. There's remedies out there, all right? You can Google for yourself. You can Google for yourself. I can tell my mouth is just not like, Google is not. You can find vaccination forms for yourself. What are these vaccination forms? You can look at them, you can basically look it up on the internet for yourself and find that vaccinations are actually by consent. That means you have to give permission. But you do have vaccination exempt forms that you can get, and they can't go against that which is in writing. You have a vaccination exempt form. That means what it is. You are now exempting, you have now exempt yourself from being forced to take any sort of pharmaceutical drugs whatsoever. You don't have to. If you don't want those vaccines, guess what? You don't have to take them. Simple as that. And this just goes to show you that these folks really do not care about our well-being. It's all about, it's all about profit. It's all about making money. That's what this is really and truly about. It's not about, we want to do what's best for the public. No, allow the public to be free. This American dream shit is a trip. Tried to wave him around. I'm like, let you sit there. But, brother RZA made some very, very valid points. And you have to be a level of idiocracy
Coming call.
to still carry on entertaining this shit. Seriously. So check the link out below. Listen to it for yourself. Leave your comments. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know exactly what you think. All right. I'll talk with you all soon. Peace.